Countdown! We're live. It's Russ and Bo 2.0, and we are live in Old Town.
Old Town.
Right on 192, and we're at the Love My Phone is the place. And they got smartphone accessories and many more things. But
that's today's sponsor.
By the way, I'm Russ Rollins, the host of the program, along with 265 pounds of screaming steel and sex appeal, the big man, Bo Rose.
What's up, Old Town? Damn it, man. Am I having fun out at Love My Phone?
You know, there's a lot of people around here, and when you just did that, they're looking at you like, what in the F is that guy doing?
That's all right. Tell them to come on over and say hi.
Look at those people laughing
and bring
at you.
beer. Y'all bring beer.
We are at Old Town. We are at Love
Yep.
My Phone. They did ask us to come out here, and I got to tell you.
Our man, JYD.
JYD, thank you very much. Love My Phone. They just fixed the phone that I broke this week. This week at the beginning of Monday, I dropped my phone. It cracked everywhere.
Yep.
And we just brought it here, and in 15 minutes, they fixed it cheaper than anyone else in Central Florida.
They fixed it. They fixed it quick. They gave you some upgrades, like you got the new glass that they have to protect
super
the
glass. I got the super
you can't
glass.
hardly break your screen anymore.
Can't hardly break it.
These guys are amazing. We've known JYD for quite a long time, and he's got this great little shop out here in Old Town.
Yeah, it's called Love My Phone, and it's in Old Town. And Old Town is happening right now, man. Look at everybody.
There's lots of foreign folk running around here.
Hey, are we live on YouTube?
Yes, live on YouTube.
He's working on it.
Jesus Christ, we need. That just reminds me of the old days.
Ryan Holmes
be
is
the old
working on it.
days.
Let me know when we're live on YouTube because I promised people we'd be on.
And
he's doing that now. By the way,
I
Ryan
wanna-
Holmes here. He's handling everything. And there goes my wife. She's walking up and down Old Town.
we have a new addition to our little entourage, Mr. Rollins.
who's that?
We got Scotty York.
Yeah.
We put in charge of the business.
Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
by the way, once again, Love My Phone out here. It's a great place to come and get your phone fixed. They just fix mine.
365 days a year.
Yeah.
You break your crap on Christmas, they'll fix it.
And they're open till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, midnight,
10 till-
midnight on weekends, 11 p.m. on weekdays.
10 to
Yeah.
10 in the morning to 11. They're open. Okay,
And I'm going to tell you, you can get a burger, a beer, and your cell phone fixed all in 30 minutes. You can do it during your lunch break.
So when we did this, it's like, okay, they want us to come out. That's fine. We'll come out and do it. And then we're like, well, we can do it all the time. So now we got a manager.
Yeah, we don't mess around. Got us a business manager.
We got a business manager
manager.
I'm not good at business. Business is not my thing.
I like everybody too much, so I just say, okay, I'll do it for free.
Well, that's my problem.
Yeah.
And I dance. I'm like a chicken on a hot plate. I can dance and entertain.
Dance, chicken,
But when it comes to
dance.
the business part of it, I'm not as good as others. So we're gonna let Scotty York handle it.
Yep.
So if you ever want to book us to come out and do the Russ and Bo 2.0 podcast,
You giggle like it's like people don't want to.
it's ridiculous. But
Bro, I've already talked to like 5 people. I got 5 gigs set up. I had to get Scotty involved.
you know what?
I ain't got time for that.
Listen, hey, you know what? I like the fact you were like, listen, I can't leave money on the table. I'm like,
Right.
perfect. Let's do it.
I mean, I got to get Scotty involved. Scotty's going to get his fair share. And more importantly, Scotty's like us. We get to hang out.
Yeah.
And the reason we started to do this is so that I got to hang out with my best friend
Is that
at
why?
least an hour a week.
I just thought it'd be fun.
Well, I work so much, selling cars at Bill Ray, and I'm there all the time. Once a week,
Yeah.
I get to come chill with you. Now we've joined Scotty York in the mix.
Yeah, well, he's gonna help us, book it out. So if you ever want to get a hold of us, you can go to russandbo.com. We were just sitting here talking about it, and Scotty York got the website russandbo.com. So you can get hold of us there and book it. And it's me and Bo and Ryan Holmes, who right now is working on getting us on YouTube. Right? Are we up yet? Oh, we're up.
Oh,
What's
cool.
up, YouTube? Oh,
Hi, YouTube.
Hey, Ryan. So if you have any questions from people on YouTube, then let us know. We'll answer them. We'll do it. But Ryan doesn't have a microphone right now.
Oh,
But
poor Ryan.
We'll get him one next time so he can hook that up.
I'm telling you, we should steal those earphones that they have at the station.
No, but they won't hook up to the computer.
What do you mean they won't hook up to the computer?
I don't think they will.
That's what people that went to college for technical production do. Ryan can figure that out.
Are you screwing with Ryan?
Not really.
Okay.
Am I?
So here's
Am
the
I
deal.
really?
So we're going to turn this into a business now and go out.
No, we're not.
Oh.
This is a hobby that we might make $1 or $2 at.
Here's the thing, because let's say, technically or not technically, let's say I just had a shot of tequila, so I'm using the wrong words. But let's say that
Theoretically is what we're going with. Right?
Theoretically,
Theoretically.
that somebody offered us, hey, we could put your show on the radio
Right.
in the morning times on Saturday. What would you say to that?
I would say let's see the contract. Because the last time you got me into a contract, it had a morals clause.
Well, forget about all that. I mean,
Wait a minute, how are you going to forget about all that?
I just say forget about all that.
Of course you do. You're making gobs of money doing what you do. I'm making great money doing what I'm doing. But if they're going to require our time and effort,
yeah.
Somebody's got to get paid.
I look at it differently. I don't want us to have to change the show in order to make it friendly for the radio.
That's what satellite radio is for.
Yeah, that's why we're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
we can say whatever we want.
If they want to put us on satellite radio.
You put that puppy. No, there's no satellite radio with iHeart.
Then what about the morals clause?
Let me finish with this. Forget about the morals clause.
Sorry.
I know what you're worried about.
I want no morals.
No,
I got no morals.
No,
I want no morals.
Damn morals clause. Okay,
Not
maybe.
on the air.
Okay, I might be on the same train as you are, but a different track. How's that sound? I'm not worried about the morals clause, but I'm worried about if we have to make this thing radio friendly, it's not as much fun because there's certain things we can't say because
Like
we're going to be on the radio.
Carlin's 7 words.
Well, those words, but then other stuff.
Goddamn motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But the things we. Yeah. That's not radio friendly.
Hello, Jack Bradshaw.
But if we
teach
had
you
to-
not to give me your damn passes.
But Bo, if we had to make it radio friendly, it's not as much fun. I'm
I
radio
agree.
friendly every day of the week.
Yeah,
Why would
and-
be radio anti-friendly?
And listen,
That's not even a word.
What you told, is it anti-friendly?
Radio anti-friendly.
That's a new word.
All right, I
It's
like
like
it. I'll
something
stick
disestablishment or whatever.
Anti-established
that one.
materialism.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Radio anti-friendly.
Why is
And-
okay? If we're on YouTube,
Yep.
question. Now,
Okay.
not that I'm questioning our production person, but if we're on YouTube,
Why would we do that?
Why is the camera 50 yards away and we're here?
Because we are both, and we're both 300 pounds. It takes a lot of lens to get us in.
That's all I needed was an answer.
Yeah, you got to be rude about it, Holmes.
You don't be an a-hole about
Yeah,
it. You scruffy
Jesus.
beard son of a bitch. Yeah, we're at Love My Phone, by the way, and
and hey,
we're
check
available.
this out.
We're
This-
available to come to your place of business for the right amount of
This just
Cha-ching.
in. This just in from JYD at Love My
for
Phone.
the right cheddar.
$10 off repairs or $10 worth of accessories or 25%, whichever's greater, if you tell them.
Russ and Bo sent me.
Exactly. Tell them Russ and Bo sent you, and you get $10 off repairs and $10 off accessories.
Well, man, they're already the most reasonable place in town to get your phone fixed, but they're going to give you another $10 off.
Dude, JYD's a businessman. He's trying to figure out if this crap's working for him. He wants to make sure the money he spent is worth the damn.
Let's
because
pack
he
up
wants
and leave
us to-
really fast.
He wants us to come out, and he wants us to come out once a month.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, that means we come out here and have a
Already.
beer and drink and hang out once a month?
And yeah, and now we got Scott. I told him he's got to talk to our new business manager.
Yeah.
The first one was on us.
Scotty
the next
York-
one is Scotty York.
Scotty York handles business. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. I like
Scotty's
that.
got the business
'Cause, hey, look,
handle.
I've never been good at the business part of this.
That's not so true. You were good at Party World when we had that. Yeah, I mean,
burned down and
my
have insurance.
My paychecks never bounced.
I made sure your paycheck was
never
fine,
bounced.
but
So
a lot of other
to me,
things.
that's a good businessman.
I appreciate that. But when the business burnt down and I had no insurance, that was the
Well, I was
probably not
going-
a good businessman.
I was gone by then. so-
And with radio, I've never been great. I'm just like, listen, I'm just going to give you guys great ratings. Please pay me what you think. And you know, I mean, I make a lot of money, but you know, I could make a lot more if I had
Will
a
you
better.
stop? Nobody cares. Everybody hates the fact you make a lot of money.
I don't care.
I know, but stop. Nobody wants to hear that. They
Are they-
want to hear
are they-
how much fun you're having with your best friend.
Are they mad that you make money?
No, they don't know I make any money.
Oh.
They think I'm a car guy. They just know I make too much money. So nobody wants to hear how much money we make. You've taught me that when we were friggin' 14 years
Hey,
old.
man, this is a podcast. We can
Don't-
talk about whatever we want.
But don't discuss your pay. You
I
never discuss your pay.
I never said how much we make. I'm just saying we make pretty good money.
Well, in your world, when people look at you and they see you rolling up in the hot blondes and all the jewelry and the big fancy watches, they know what a lot of money is.
I'm basically
Quit saying a lot of
I'm
money.
basically Ric Flair.
Yes, you are. Limo flying or limo riding, Learjet flying.
Oh no, I haven't been. Look,
Woo!
I haven't been talking about money for a long time. There's someone else that talks about money, how much money they make. Forget about it.
Okay.
But
Hey, Scotty,
everybody's
I just got
convinced-
it. I got a text from my mentor. Can you text him back and hook him up, please?
Who'd that be?
Mike Frank.
Oh.
My mentor in business.
Hey,
love that guy.
Have I mentioned we're live at Love My Phones, and we're in Old Town.
Old Town, which is cool, and look, there's all these Yankees and people from other countries rolling up and down the street.
Hey, and we're live on our YouTube channel. Whenever we come out and do a live deal, we do it on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And I've not been to Old Town in forever, but
Me neither.
actually, it's pretty cool.
But Scotty reminded me of the time that you did Monster Ween out here.
Yeah, we did. You want to hear that story?
Oh, man, I only tell you this. I only remember half of it because I was lost twice. My wife couldn't find me in this whole Mecca.
She wasn't your wife then.
She wasn't?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Twice my fiance,
She was your girlfriend.
soon-to-be wife, couldn't find me. But you got us hotel rooms.
I did.
So at least I knew how to get back to that.
And we did a concert at this place.
Yeah.
What's the name of that place?
Son of a Beach.
Son of a Beach, yeah. And we did a concert there, and it was one of the ones that was out of control.
Oh, yeah. This place was just jam-packed. Jam-packed with Monster fans. Jam-packed. It was 06? Yeah, that was before I was married. I got married in 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this place was just jam-packed from like 9:30, 10 o'clock to like 5 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
It was ridiculous. Like the police were running people off and back to their hotel rooms because when we did a party, we did a damn party.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. And I've not been out here since, since
Really?
since
I haven't
2006.
They've cleaned the joint up a little bit.
It looks great.
Since we left it a mess back in 06, they cleaned it up.
Let me ask you a question. Are you worried that right now, while we're doing the show, that Ryan Holmes is frantically plugging in things and unplugging things and freaking out? What's going on, Ryan Holmes?
Yeah, Ryan, talk to us.
Different thing. Well, the audio from the YouTube right now is coming from the phone and not coming from the mixing board. I was just trying to do that on the side, on the sly. We're good. We're
so
good.
we should look at the phone and talk? Is that what you're saying?
Don't worry about what's happening with the man behind the curtain.
Okay, but listen, if we need a phone fixed, we can get it done right here. I love
dope.
my phone.
I'm going to go in there during the show and get my entire audio system upgraded.
Yeah.
Hi, YouTube channel. How are you doing? By the way, Russ and Bo 2.0. This is our third episode?
Third
episode. They already want to put us on the radio, and we have like
And I gotta
15
tell
places
you,
to go.
I'm going to tell you this.
I like that.
At this point in life, I've always deferred to you
Yeah.
when it came to the whatever. You're like, Bo, come on, let's do a radio
do this.
show. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, we're making too much money and getting too drunk. Now
Doing
I'm gonna
too much
defer-
cocaine.
and doing way too much cocaine. Now
That's
I'm
a
gonna
joke.
No, it's not. Now
Covering my ass, not yours.
no morals clause because that's the next thing Scotty's got to work on.
No, what is it you got about the morals clause?
Bro, they can let you go for anything you do or get caught doing or presumed doing.
No S, big guy. I've been there 26 years. I know.
I don't want to be up against that anymore. Because I'm going to tell you, if I want to pee on a pole in Old Town, I want to pee on a pole in Old Town.
And you don't want nobody telling you can't.
And I don't want anybody to say, oh, we're going to fire you because you peed on a
So
pole.
then what you
I'm out.
all right? So what you're saying is we need to keep this separate and not put it on radio. Just keep it Russ and Bo, our thing. We do it on a podcast, not put it on the radio.
I learned one of the things from my mentor I just talked to you about.
This is
one of the
ego.
things-
This is ego versus
business.
Business.
Right. Here's one of the things I learned from my mentor in business
Who?
and in the car, Mike Frank.
Kissing ass.
He told me
You're kissing ass.
he didn't work there anymore.
You're kissing now.
No.
Oh.
He didn't work there anymore.
Oh.
But he taught me to expect the worst and protect against it. So I've expected the worst, and I've got Scotty
So
to
you say
protect against
the
it.
worst thing that could be is if there's
A morals clause.
morals clause.
So far, yeah, a morals clause is the absolute
Now,
worst thing.
we could fix our morals.
And then we would not be Russ and Bo. And why the hell would anybody listen?
You got a very good point.
What is the
This
point
needs to be
of
more
that?
off the chain and more
Whatever we feel like doing.
Because here's the thing: if there's the perception that that anyone has the reins on what we're doing, then it's bull.
And you know what?
So
that happened about year 9 of our career, and I was gone at year 8.
Yeah.
So that ought to tell you that when they started raining, I told you years and years ago when we started that, and as we were getting through it, I said, Russ, I love you, and I'll follow you anywhere. But if this is no longer fun, when this stops,
it's a job,
when it stops being fun, and starts being a job, I'm out.
Well, I had many years where it was a job.
Yep. and
now it's fun again. I'm having fun again. I'll be honest with you. And you and I doing this is a lot of fun, and I'm having fun on the radio, but. The Russ and Bo 2.0 thing, if we try to make it like radio friendly, I don't think I want to do that.
It's like whitewashing. I don't really want to.
And it's not like I'm going to be, it's not like I want us to be throwing around the F word left and right and this and that.
I know, but they'll try and control me from saying Bill Ray Nissan, Bill Ray Nissan, Bill Ray Nissan. They won't let me say that.
Well, exactly.
And that's where I work, and that's who's been taking care of me for the last 12 years.
And that's how you get a little bit of something out of this.
And that's exactly. So they're going to want to control that. And then they're going to want to say, we're not going to deal with Scott York. We own this. Scott York, screw that. Scott York's our guy. Scott York has got nothing but our interest.
Do you owe Scott York money? You owe money?
Absolutely.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Sure I do. And the more gigs we get, the quicker he gets paid. So y'all call russandbo.com.
Yeah, go to russandbo.com and talk to Scott York.
And it's not even that much money. It's just fun to say.
We can babble like this at your place of business. Love my phone. We're on 192 in Old Town.
Is this like Main Street of Old Town?
This is Main Street. We set up in Main Street.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
People are walking by looking at us like we're idiots.
He's like, what the hell are people doing?
Ryan Holmes looks like he's very confused.
He don't even know what language we're
Are we still? We're good? All right. And we're live on our YouTube channel. It's Real Radio Monsters on YouTube. This all goes under the Monsters umbrella.
Okay,
So on the podcast thing, if you want to hear our podcast, then you just go to the Monster Podcast.
Or you can go to iHeart and sign up. iHeart Radio, which is kind of difficult recently for my friends and their phones. But I got a lot of drunk friends.
To get iHeartRadio, just the app? All you do is get the app?
I know, but sometimes, the Wi-Fi is not working.
Those are older people that can't figure it out, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe.
Most everybody knows how to get an app on their phone.
So let's talk about this.
What do you got?
I get to play off of what you've done all week because, you got your boys. You got your boys during the week. You got your nerdy news with Kaufman.
Yeah. Yesterday we did the nerdy news out at Hard Rock Cafe, and it was awesome.
I went to Hard Rock. I like Hard Rock.
You were there yesterday?
No, but I like Hard Rock. I mean, he gets Hard Rock, I get Old Town.
Yes.
You know what? Screw him. I like Old Town. I like Old Town better.
Oh, Old Town's awesome.
But I like Hoffman better, too. Anyway, my question is, what did you talk about this week? Because I don't get to listen.
Right.
Because I'm always at work.
Yeah.
What did you talk about this week?
That is a fair question. And can I tell you this? I have no freaking clue. Look, we do 5 hours a day. If I ask Ryan Holmes, what did we talk about today? No, here's what happened. Okay,
I do know this about you.
I'll tell you this.
You've written it down.
I did write it down. I write it down and I pass it into Angel and I forget about it all. But I do remember this.
So I need Angel now.
Today I decided to come in and turn the lights down in the studio and to make it a little more. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little more. I don't know, like just
romantic. Did you almost say romantic?
Like a little bit of a different vibe, And it was a different vibe. We all felt a little more sexy.
Ryan Holmes, can you attest to this sexiness?
There was something weird about cutting the lights down low, and the show got weird.
And Russ's hand on your thigh?
Well, I sit way across from him, and it was done on purpose today.
You had to reach hard?
Exactly. But in that lighting, everybody looked a little better.
I will tell you something, Russ, that I saw that kind of reminded me of Russ and Bo, old school.
What?
Alabama has decided to do chemical castration on their sex offenders for 13 and younger.
Hold on for a minute. Did you just bring a topic to the show? This is Russ and Bo 2.0.
This is some
Did you
stuff.
just bring a topic to the radio program?
This shit made us famous,
It's
bro.
not what you do.
But it made us famous.
I know, but it didn't work. You do
made
realize
us famous.
It might have, but here's the deal.
What are you talking about? Florida's one of the 7 states, but now along with Alabama, to do it.
And we flew up to Tallahassee, and we had the petitions.
We started a petition.
53,000 people signed it. And they made a law where a judge could make it so a child molester was chemically castrated. Unfortunately,
and on the second offense, they would.
No, they could.
No,
it's not mandatory ever. No, Bo, it's wrong. You're wrong. That was what I was mad about. We did all that work, and it was like, well, it's available if a judge wants to do it.
Okay,
and since
you're screwing up my role. Second of all, GTS that stuff. Google that shit because I will promise you,
it's not mandatory, dude.
It is mandatory to get out of jail. You got to lose your
That's not true.
Sexual prowess.
I wish it was.
You stay out of this, Holmes.
No, it's not mandatory. You can't. It's not mandatory to castrate somebody. It is a judge can do it in an extreme case, and that's why I don't talk about it much because it pisses me off. We went to all that work, and it's not mandatory. It's something a judge can do.
One of the things you have always recognized in me, if I have a talent, it is one thing.
Well, I know you got to poop.
I find the bright side in everything.
Correcto.
You're mad because he could. I'm happy because he can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. So a judge in the state of Florida can make it so a child molester is chemically castrated because Russ and Bo many years ago.
That's what I'm talking about.
With Dirty Jim.
Yeah, that other guy.
We got
Dizzy Jim.
petition signed, flew up to Tallahassee, and they made it a law.
We stood in front of the House of Representatives.
We damn sure did, like a couple of morons. But
Exactly.
We did it.
We didn't know what the hell we were doing, but at our early 30s, no formal education except Edgewater High School.
I sat on the right side of the helicopter. You sat on the left
No,
side.
I didn't go in the helicopter.
Yeah, you did.
No. There wasn't room for me.
Yes, there was.
No, I had to drive up.
Yeah, you're telling stories.
No, me and my first one drove up together.
I'd go up by myself?
Yep, you flew up by yourself because there wasn't room for me in the helicopter.
God damn, I don't remember that. I remember you flying with me.
No, wasn't me.
Isn't it funny how a memory is? I remember Bo and I getting in the helicopter and flying together.
No, and I think because of my time in the Marine Corps, flying in a helicopter or two there, I was.
Did Dirty Jim go?
I don't. No.
It was
me.
me.
And you. Just you and I.
No, but I went in a helicopter.
You and I.
Bitch, I went in a helicopter.
You did. I met you at the heliport, and we drove back over to the house.
Why would you
together.
not get in a helicopter?
There was something happened with my first whatever.
Her wife?
Yeah, my first wife, and I don't remember exactly why. And I think, just to be quite frank with you, spending 4 years in the Marine Corps and flying in a couple of helicopters there made me realize that I was safer driving. And I think, too, even
so you just let me fly.
In the back of our heads, if the two of us were in one helicopter and it went down, then the two of us would be gone.
Bo, are you sure you didn't fly with me?
I'm positive.
God dang it. A memory is something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I can remember you getting in with me and us flying together.
No, you were on wife number 2 at that time, I think, and she flew with you.
Did she?
I did not. Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
No. It might have been Savannah at that point.
No. Shh.
Anyway, timelines be damned. My point is, I didn't fly with you in the helicopter to the Tallahassee. I drove up,
what's some other stuff that I think we did that we didn't do? Did we go to Gainesville together and bang those girls in the
We did do that.
Okay.
We did do that. You did a backflip and got the hot one.
Right.
Yes.
There was a hot. Okay, it's true story.
Now, I've known Russ
true story.
all my damn life, and I ain't never seen him do a backflip.
There's a hot girl in the bunk bed, and there's an ugly girl in the bottom bed, right? And somebody says, and we're in Gainesville, and I have no affiliation to Gainesville. I don't, whatever.
And we were 19.
I'm like, all right, and
we were 19 years old.
We drove up there, and there was a hot girl in the top bunk, and a really frowsy. That's a good word, right? Frowsy.
Frow's good.
Frowsy.
She was frowsy.
Frowsy girl.
She looks like me
in the
now.
bottom. And somebody says, and she looks like Bo then.
She looks like me now.
And somebody said, let's go to bed. And
it's time to go to sleep.
As soon as those words came out, I said,
this son of a bitch stood up flat-footed and did a backflip into the bunk behind us. And I kid y'all not.
I ain't sleeping with the ugly one.
Not lying. So I, thinking I'm slick, let the other one get in her bed, and I jump on the floor.
No, you did not. You got in her bed.
No. I jumped on the floor.
You don't remember anything right.
You
got in the helicopter
out of that. She jumped out of that. She jumped out of that bed and covered me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know you did her.
Okay, I wasn't going to go all, but yeah. I mean, come on. It was. It was. She jumped out of that bed to make sure I wasn't cold because it was 32 degrees in Gainesville, Florida at that point.
It was cold, and somehow
it was those damn linoleum marble floors, and I'm down there. My teeth are chattering. Russ is giggling while he's getting laid by the hot one.
I am laughing my ass off because I stuck him with the ugly girl.
Yeah,
and she was ugly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, but you didn't care.
No, because it was cold as hell. I needed some warmth, and the warmth was the loving, and the loving got me through the morning. And I didn't have to pay for breakfast.
And truth be told, that's the only reason I like the Florida Gators. Because we went to Gainesville and had a hell of a time.
Yeah, I love Gainesville, and but that's one of the stories you don't remember correctly. I do. I did not fly in a helicopter.
You did.
No, I didn't. I promise you. I forget why. It was.
But you did bang the ugly one.
I did bang the other one.
Okay, all right. Well, then we're
but
on the same boat.
We've
then.
evened up over the years. You've taken your team. You've taken yours for the team.
Oh, we've gone. We used to go. What we call it? We went
Yeti hunting.
Yeti hunting.
Yeti hunting.
We'd go Yeti hunting.
Yeah.
Okay. And whoever could come up with the ugliest girl was the winner.
We didn't have any prizes.
I won a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I will tell you this.
No, it was.
I will tell you
this.
It
was nice spreading love.
I'm out drunk one night,
Yeah.
and I go to Russ's house because I forget why. I forget why I even showed up there, but it was.
This is a true story.
It was 2:00 in the morning, and I figure Russ's house is halfway to my house. If I can get to Russ's house, I can get home. I roll up into Russ's house, and he's nowhere to be found. Not living room, whatever. And I go into his room, knocking on the door.
Back door.
I pull open the back door, and I'm like, "Yo, Russ!" And lo and behold, I swear to God, he had a linebacker in his bed with him. I said, "Bro, who's that dude?"
He's like, "Who's that dude in the bed with you?" Now, to be fair, we went to an event, a real radio event, and there was a female football team there. Now, I was a single man at the time, so I'm free to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
And
she wasn't a quarterback, I can promise you that.
She probably was a linebacker.
This was probably the offensive line. Not a lineman, a line.
I'll be honest with you, I couldn't tell because I was way.
I could, and that was a.
And all I remember is I took her home, and next thing I know, Bo walks in and goes, "Hey, who's that dude?"
Buddy, who's that dude?
She got so mad. She was so pissed.
I thought we were both getting her ass.
She had pools to clean in the next morning, so she had to run anyway. She had tattoos. Ryan,
she was
tatted up. She was built good though. She had a good build.
Yeah. If you like offensive linemen, she had a great.
We
build.
did some Indian leg wrestling, and she won. And it was.
So don't talk to me about what I remember.
Okay, so that happened.
Don't remember.
That did
happen. Yep. I was there for all of your relationships.
True or false? Okay, did we do this? Did we or did we not go to St. Augustine?
Yes.
Have a couple drinks with a couple girls. Dirty Jim was sending shots to all of us. True?
Was he there?
Yeah.
I don't even remember him
being there. Yeah, we were on that boat. Remember? I
don't remember him being there.
That was the I was depressed, sad trip.
I not to remember Dirty Jim being anywhere, but I'm pretty sure I don't remember him
No,
being
he
there.
was there, and we got on that boat, and we went to
because
the
that
Pink
was
Pony.
Because he was Palatka, king of Palatka, and that was really close.
Well, no, he just came to be supportive at the time. And we went.
See, your memory sucks.
We went. Did we not go to St. Augustine?
I don't think
we
Dirty
go
Jim
into
was
the bar,
there.
and the bar was called Scarlett O'Hara's.
Okay. Yeah.
And we sat with a couple of girls and we're talking to them.
We did our thing. We've been on the boat.
We're being Russ and Bo. They're laughing. It's all going good.
Right.
And so then I go up to go pay, and then one of the girls gets sick outside.
Not only that, I go up to go pay because the girl you get conveniently gets sick. And you're like, I'll be outside. I'm like, okay. So I go to pay our tab, and the bartender starts sneering at me.
Right.
I mean, literally like, you dirty old bastard. And I was like, I'm like, hey, what did I do?
Hey, what's your problem, buddy?
I'm ready to pay my tab. And he's like, those girls are underage.
Yeah.
And I was like, you mean the same ones y'all been serving tequila all night, dickhead?
Right.
And he's like, they're underage, and your friend's outside with one of them. And I was like,
now, just so you know, friend was outside because she was throwing up, and I was helping her. I felt bad for her. I didn't know her, but I felt bad for her.
All of our intentions were good.
Yeah. So we tried to take her home in a taxi. Taxi wouldn't take her home because she was sick.
Here's what happens. I go running out of the bar going, Russ, we got to let these girls go. We got to cut them loose. We got to cut them loose.
And I said,
what do you mean? He goes, we mean it. So we got to cut them loose. I said, they're not of age. He goes, that's even worse. We're going to make sure these young ladies get home.
Right.
Like, you drunk, stupid bastard.
So we get
We're
her
not going down like this. We're not going down like
Bo
this.
is freaking out. Now, listen, I'm not going to leave her on the street sick. She was passed out. I've got to take her home. And so it was her sister that was with her. And she's like, look, we got to take us home. Don't take us home because it's my dad.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not going to leave her on the street. And Bo's like, oh, my God, you're going to ruin your career. I said,
I'm like, dude, you're not going down like this. I'm not going to allow that to happen.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm not going to let it happen.
We take her back. The taxi, we talk about taking her back to the room. I have to carry her.
Yeah.
Like she's
get out of the
passed
cab.
I carry her. I walk up. Bo knocks on the door. Her dad comes to the door. And I'm like, sir, I'm so sorry. She was at a bar.
Okay, that's not how it went. Here's how it went.
Oh, you don't remember
Memory again.
shit.
Here's how it went. I wave him up from the cab. He comes carrying this drunk 19-year-old, maybe 18, up on a college recruiting scouting thing. He comes carrying her up, and he looks at her father, and he hands her to him. And he says, sorry, sir. Good night. Turns around, hauls ass back to the cab.
That's basically what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, I'm so sorry, sir. Here's your daughter. We found her like I said, we found her like this, and I want to,
And this guy looks at me, and I looked at him, and I went, shrugged my shoulders and said, see ya. Got back in the cab and went back to the boat.
That could have gone worse, but
it was on its way to worse in no time.
So that did happen.
Both of them girls were ready to have them some old man sex.
Stop
It's just true. It's just true.
We weren't old men then.
Yes, we were. We were almost 40 at that point.
That's not old.
That's old, dude. That is old for 20-year-olds. That's old.
So that did happen.
That did happen.
All right, just a second.
You might remember me from such great adventures as Russ and Bo go to St. Augustine.
Okay, did this happen? Okay, because now you make me question every friggin' thing. Did we or did we not go to Vegas, try to get a hooker, spend all of our money to where we had no money left?
You know,
and then after we spent all of our money, they said, "Well, you got to give us $50 for a condom." Did that happen, or is that my imagination?
The we in this story is way too strong because it was mostly you, and I happened to be there.
No,
that is the true story.
Not one person believes you are innocent in this story.
Oh no, I didn't say innocent.
Oh.
I did not say innocent. I agreed to go to the whorehouse.
It was not a whorehouse. It was a bar.
It was a whorehouse.
And the bar was called...
It was
Hold on. What was the name of the bar?
I have no freaking clue.
Hold on. I remember...
Because all I remember, it was we told the cab driver, we want to get laid.
I said, where can we find hot ladies?
Yeah, we want to get laid. Russ goes, where can we find hot ladies? I said, screw that. Where can we get laid? And he goes, I got just the place. So he takes us
but
to
it'll cost you $50 for me to tell you.
It takes us straight to the strip mall in Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay, that should have been our first clue. Second thing is we walk in, and it's a nicely decorated bar known as a whorehouse.
Wasn't a whorehouse. It was a bar.
Whorehouse.
And we talked to the bartender.
Yep.
And he starts saying, he says, listen, and this is funny right home. So he says, listen, if you go back in the back room, and I can tell you, we've got 3 hot tubs. We've got 20 hot ladies that are just waiting to party with you. All you got to do is purchase this bottle of sparkling, I think it was sparkling apple cider. And I'm like, well, give me.
No, it was sparkling wine because you can't call it champagne.
No, it was apple cider because you couldn't have liquor there.
Oh, okay.
See, you don't remember shit right. So
it's my fault.
It was sparkling apple cider. And I'm like, well, give me a bottle of it. And they're like, well, that'll be $200. No, that'll be $900. I'm like, $900? And then they're like, well, for the $900, though, you get to go back into the hot tub room.
Now, let me
and
stop
they're going to
you.
give you the best party you've ever had.
Let me stop you for a second. Once again, this is back in our youth where neither one of us are making any kind of money.
21 or 22. I had my own business. I was doing
He had his
fine.
own business. He was doing fine, but he wasn't paying me dick.
I wasn't
Just
paying
so
Bo.
you know.
I wasn't paying Bo nothing.
And he's like, we're going to Vegas. I'm like, I ain't got money for that. And he goes, come on, I got it.
I got you.
You know, so we were okay, but we weren't making dick.
Well, I had an American Express card. Just had no idea it had a limit on it.
Yeah. That was back when American Express didn't have a limit, and they shut this sumbitch down.
Well.
So anyway, going back, and Russ says, okay, I'll pay the $900, runs his card, it clears. So
You see, you don't remember shit right, dude. No, what had happened was they said it's $900. I couldn't use it there, so they had to put us in a limo and take us to a American Express place to give us cash.
They put you in a limo, and I had to stay as collateral.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
I went with the girl.
Yeah, and I had to stay with collateral drinking near Jack and Coke, not even Jack and Cokes, near Jack and Coke on my own damn dime, which I didn't have a dime. So you get back, and Russ is all good to go. Yep, I got some cash. I got an American Express. Let's go, Bo. We're going to go back to the back room.
$900.
We go to the back room. We walk by this hot tub where some dude was actually getting laid. And we walk into this little room.
He had more than $900.
Evidently. We walk into this little room, and we're sitting there, and these 2 hot chicks, and I'm going to tell you what, these profilers they got at this whorehouse hit it dead on the head. They picked the perfect match for him and the perfect match for me. Little blonde, little brunettes. Here we go back to the back room.
Well, we sat at a booth that had black sheets around it, and it was dark. So I'd already paid the $900. I'm out of money.
It's time now.
The guy comes, sits down with the 2 ladies. 2 ladies are talking. They're like, "Oh, you guys ready to party in the hot tub?" I'm like, "Yeah, we are." And they're like, "Okay, well, listen, we're gonna need $50 for condoms," and I'm like, I spent all my money. I have no more money. And all of a sudden I look at Bo, and Bo's shaking his head.
I'm shaking my head.
Like, no. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you guys know I just spent all my money. I don't know. And I look behind Bo, and there's 3 of the biggest black dudes you ever saw.
I think one of them might have been white. I'm not sure.
With their arms crossed. I remember them being black. With their arms crossed.
Racist.
And if we don't come up with the money, they're just going to kick us out.
Right.
And I start to complain, right? I'm like, wait a minute.
And I'm still
spent all
shaking my head.
You know, Russ, let's just go. Let's just go. I'm like, we're not going to go. I just gave him $910 or whatever it was.
And he goes, we only need $50. I know you got a $50 bill in your boot. Give it to me.
Oh, that's right.
I said, what?
Yeah.
He goes, Bo, I saw you put the 50 in your boot so you wouldn't spend it. Give it to me. Now, I had just had a brand new pair of boots that my fiance at the time had purchased for me. So I pull that son of a bitch off, and I give it to Russ again, give him the $50, and he's like, okay, I got enough for condoms.
Here's the $50. I gave him the $50, and then after I gave him the $50, you know what they said? Well, how much do you have for tip?
Yep.
And I'm like, this is a never-ending.
And I finally, Russ looks at me and he goes, we're not getting laid, are we?
We're not getting.
With the biggest puppy dog, saddest eyes everywhere. He goes, we're not getting laid, are we?
So best part of the story is
nope.
this. So yeah, they kick us out. We have no money. We got no money for a taxi home. Bo's kicking a can, and I'm going, what happened?
These brand new
I don't
boots.
understand what happened. So we get home, and when we get home, we go to my house, and I had a girlfriend at the time, and Bo had a girlfriend at the time.
Before that, we're in the hotel room. And Russ is laying there.
We had $100 left.
No, and Russ is laying there going, what happened? What happened? I pulled the damn $50 condom out of my pocket, and I went, here, you son of a bitch. This is what happened. And I nail him right in the chest with the condom, and he goes, damn it.
Damn it, man. So, but then on the way out, we had $100 left.
100. That's all we had.
I'm like,
and I got to eat. Y'all know me. I got to eat.
I'm like, let's put it on roulette. I'm like, and you said, let's put it on black.
No. What happened?
And I'm like, no. I'm going to put it on red.
That's when the Wesley Snipes movie was out, and he's like, always bet on black. So I looked at Russ and said, always bet on black. Russ goes, okay.
Red.
$100 on red.
Lost it.
Once again,
lost it.
Shaking my head.
So we get home, and it's about 2 months later, and
we got no money.
And it's 2 months later.
I'm hungry, and I ate like 7 bags of peanuts on the way home on the plane.
All right,
I'm starving.
Yeah, you're hungry. I know. We got that part. So afterwards, 2 months later, we're at home, and
we're having a little dinner party at your crib.
And your girlfriend and my girlfriend, and we're sitting there, and we're watching a show called
Dateline or not Dateline. It was some hour. It was a local Dateline-esque show.
Yeah, what was that called? News. I don't remember. Anyway, one of those news reporter shows, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, look at what happens in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
and it's like people
no lie.
People getting robbed at this place, and it was the name of the place, and I can't think of it right now.
In the strip mall.
And they show
they got a hidden video
with faces like blurred out, but
yeah.
You could tell it's me, you could tell it's Bo.
They show our dumbasses walking in the damn place
and sitting at the
and
booth.
They show our dumbasses walking out of the place.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, turn the channel.
We're looking at each other going, oh, mercy, turn off that TV.
It was something edition. New edition. No.
Inside
Edition.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Inside Edition. And we're sitting there watching with our girlfriend, and there's me and Bo. And I'm like, oh, God.
We're both diving for the remote and the television because these 2 girls we were with at the time would have cut us deep.
Yeah, probably.
They might have owned our testicles still.
More than
likely. They have seen that. So, yeah.
So that did happen.
That happened.
Just checking them. All that stuff happened I thought happened. All right.
Yep. But we've had some good times. And they're not done yet. Now, who gets to live to our age and still continue to have these good times?
I have no idea. But
look at us. We're in Old Town. We're getting our cell phones fixed for free. We got Ryan Holmes hanging out with us.
Love my phone.
You
know what? Old Town is now picking up, man.
Old Town rocks.
Our manager just said to read this.
Here comes the business manager.
Yeah. By russandbo.com, by the way, if you want to book us.
And if you guys want to come out and get your cell phone fixed, please do, because not only is JYD just good people, his people, they're here 365 a year.
JYD's the owner, by the way, of Love My Phone.
And they're open till 11 p.m. on weeknights. They got Google reviews out the yang. And they've got all kinds of accessories for your cell phone.
Google reviews out the yang.
Well, that means over 900 5 stars.
Nice.
Out the yang.
That makes sense. That's
from
out the
now
yang.
On, 5 stars will be out the yang. From now
He's
on.
running for president, isn't he, Yang? Hey, where did my wife go? Where'd Mary Ellen Rollins go? She had shot a tequila. You got her?
Scotty's got that.
Scotty, are you sure? Because she will get lost.
Scotty's
She's at
got
the bar?
He's got that iPhone tracker on her.
You know what?
Yeah.
She will drink.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
She's on the bench? Okay.
Part of the reasons we like her.
Oh, I love her to
Part of
death.
the
She's
reasons we
the
like
best
her.
chick ever. But
And we had a good time the other night when we went out. We went to see the Prince thing.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we did have a good time. That was the Prince thing.
The 40 or 50 year
At Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. And my wife was a huge Prince fan. I mean, just huge. And then we went out to dinner afterwards at that place where they make beef and
Was it
sushi.
called Cowfish?
Cowfish. Great restaurant. Had a great time with the gay waiter. Remember we were hanging out with the
He was
waiter?
gay?
He was queer as a $3 bill.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he was queer.
I didn't know.
But a nice queer. I mean, most queers are nice. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, so we had a good time.
So there's your answer, Jack Bradshaw. Not friendly for radio.
Still like queers, though. Hey, you want to do a segment called Black Guy in a Song or something?
I didn't call it Black Guy in a Song.
What was it?
I explained to you that we've got that Ryan Holmes has a friend
Who's
who
black?
happens to be black,
Again.
who has not listened to a lot of country music
Or other music outside of
or
hip-hop.
other music other than hip hop. And there's a trend now where a lot of people they'll like list. People who have never heard a particular kind of music, let them listen to it and get their reaction. Okay. And Ryan Holmes has a dude he said he thought would fall into this, that we could bring in and play some country for him and, and just see his reaction to country music
and
for the
we
first
should
time.
name that segment what?
You wanted to name it Play a Song for a Black Guy.
Play the song for the black guy. Or the black guy hears a song.
What do you think, Ryan? Is that a good name for it?
That's the catchiest name you guys came up with. No, I don't like the name. No.
We're simple guys, bro. We're simple. He's black. We're playing him a song. Play a song for a black guy.
Listen, Ryan, what you got to realize is keeping things simple has helped us, along the way.
Not only is Kiss his favorite band, it's his favorite thing.
Keep it simple,
favorite acronym.
When we met a young 19-year-old Cuban guy who wanted to be an intern, what'd you say we should call him?
Black Bean.
There you go. Easy stuck.
Because I like Black Bean soup. So we call him Black Bean.
It's only out of love.
It is. And if we're
play a song for a black guy.
Play a song for a black guy.
It's a song.
It's black.
That's nothing offensive about that.
Or is he really not black?
Oh, is he really not black? He's
okay,
black.
then he's not offended. Listen,
there's
like
nothing to be
told
offended by saying play a song for a black
and
guy.
I will tell you this from my heart. As long as he's not offended, I'm not offended.
All right.
I mean, if he don't care, I don't care.
Hey, man, we don't mean it in a mean way.
But back to
you got two black guys?
Back to your point, iHeart will care.
But that's why I don't want to put it on the radio.
And I'm with you,
I want to
brother.
keep this to where we just do what we want to do.
I'm
We're
with
just
you.
trying to be good at what we do.
All right, well, listen, I am having way too much fun, and we're going to continue this fun
You ready
track.
to go to the bar?
I'm ready to go to the bar.
That's what I
and
thought.
I want to talk one more time about JYD and his store.
Yeah,
love my cell phone.
Love my phone. By the way, they will fix it quickly. They will fix it cheaper than anyone else.
Yep.
And JYD is a really nice guy.
And they're offering discounts if you tell them Russ and Bo sent you.
No.
Yep.
What kind of discount?
$10 off your repairs.
Whoa,
or
what?
25% off your accessories.
You can use that to get a beer across the street while they fix your phone for 15 minutes.
Or next door or down the street.
All right, it's Love My Phone. It's Old Town. If you haven't been to Old Town in a while, it's pretty cool.
Bring
I'm
your
looking at
asses out
Southern
here.
Breeze. That's where my wife got all those drinks. It's a cool bar.
We're going to go have more drinks down the street here. But I'm going to tell you.
Ryan Holmes has to get home.
Oh, damn Ryan Holmes.
I know.
He's
He
with
don't
us.
party like we do, does he?
He's with us. You can't count. It's some damn millennials.
It's the millennials.
Some damn millennials.
Hey, if you want to check out, if you would like us to come to your place, just go to russandbo.com and talk to Scotty York, and he will hook that up.
And don't let the business manager title scare you. He is a sweetheart. He's a teddy bear of a man.
Why would you say he's not?
Well, some people are scared of business managers.
What about Ryan Holmes? Should people be scared of him?
And his beard. And his beard, which we're going to...
What do you think of the beard, bro?
I think it's time to go. I think the beard's time to go.
He don't care what you
At
think.
least
You ain't
trim
giving
it.
him any ass.
Trim it down, dude. You're too good looking of a man to have all that face hair.
His girl is giving him the ass, so he don't care what you think.
His girl's hot.
No, she's very
Let's
pretty.
Get back to that.
You can't be. You got to be respectful. She's very beautiful.
All right. Well, I've
There's
had
my girl.
another
There's
great.
my girl.
I've had a great
Hey,
time.
baby. Can we have another shot in a minute? We're almost done. I'm not saying for you to go get it. I'm just saying, can we walk down there together?
We're pretty much done. We're pretty much done. So I don't know how you want to. Hey,
what? Say what? What are you gonna say? Oh, I don't know.
She can't speak.
She can't speak.
She had too many shots.
All right, listen, YouTube folks, thanks for watching.
Thank
we appreciate
y'all.
it. Is this going to be live on our YouTube channel? It'll live live, okay. And then remember, spread the word about Russ and Bo 2.0. We're having fun. I think we want to keep this pure.
Yeah,
you know?
it's going to be Russ and Bo all day, all the time.
If we put it on the radio, then we got to clean it up. And
I'm not cleaning up shit.
It's really no sense in cleaning up. I got a radio job. I don't need one.
And I got a great job. If you want a new car,
we're fighting the man. We're telling the man, no.
No way, man.
You won't put us on radio.
No way, dude.
Yeah, we're staying raw.
And listen, I got a chance to speak with Ryan Holmes a little bit today about his comedy thing. The man has nuts the size of an elephant, y'all. Well, go see him wherever you can.
He's in a competition to be the funniest comedian in Florida. He already made it past the first round and working on the second round. When's the next time you're performing, Ryan Holmes?
The next time I'll actually be performing will be at Bonkers at Boardwalk Bowl. That'll be next weekend. And then after that, as soon as I know the details for the Florida's Funniest competition, I will let you know.
All right. Well, listen, you guys can listen to Russ, Ryan Holmes, and the rest of his cast, like my boy Angel and Carlos, and Sexy Savannah every once in a while on Real Radio 104.1 in the mornings. You guys know where they're at. Listen to them. Tune in. You can also find me at Bill Ray Nissan most of the damn time when I'm not hanging with Russ.
Yeah, and pick up my comic book. It's called Jolly Jane. You can get it at BigCityComics.com. That's BigCityComics.com. Issue 4 should be coming out soon, so you can pick it up, and I appreciate it. I want to thank once again. We want to thank Love My Phone for having us out.
Yep, JYD and his gang, his whole staff rocks. These guys are technicians like nobody's business.
Yep.
They're even better than our producer.
We ain't got to go home.
We got to get the hell to the next bar, y'all.
And swirls.